Hello, we're trying something a little different. I may look a little washed out because I just put on my makeup. The lighting's terrible and I don't have any lipstick on. So, look a little washed out, but I have to finish up my coffee and then I'm gonna brush my teeth and get ready for work. So right now I'm in my kitchen. I have the lights lower because I don't like the overhead light. It's just so bright. Here, I'll show you. Like, no thank you. And then these are my dishes that I have not done, but this morning I did put some dishes in there, so at least I did that. So that's a win. Yeah, so I'm going to finish up my coffee and then I will be back to, I guess, show you what I'm wearing. I haven't done one of these types of videos on this channel, so I don't even know if you guys care, but alright, I'll be back. This is so new to me. This is like the only area in the house I can have you propped up so you can see my outfit. But wood dining table. This is what I'm wearing. We tend to wear all black where I work. I manage a salon. Manager slash front desk, whatever you want to call me. I could care less, but I'm the first person you see when you walk into the salon. So I have to look professional. It's a fall, beautiful day, windy. I want to be comfortable. So I went with all black and this oversized knit cardigan that I thrifted. I thrift most of my clothes. So this is what I'm wearing. Turtleneck kind of gray with boot cut jeans and pointed toe boots. I wonder how my posture is. I can see myself in the mirror. You know, posture is something I'm trying to work on. My boyfriend is a personal trainer and I've asked him to help me, and he's given me a few things to do in the morning. I have not done them, so I can feel myself reverting back to. Apologies if you see that in this video. I think also too with the posture thing, a lot of the time I felt like I didn't want to be seen, so I would just kind of try and hide, and with that is, you know, scrunching yourself posture wise and not looking people in the face, so like looking down. And now that I have to talk to people at work, I have to get used to, I'm trying to get used to looking people in the face, which brings my head up and relaxing my shoulders because I get tense in social situations. I don't know whether to look there or there, but anyway, yeah. So I think it's been really good for me in practicing being more confident around people and just working on my overall presence in a conversation and in social situations. Okay, so before I leave for work, I need to walk my dog and make sure she has water. She has some water, but we're gonna get her some more. Water. That's the water button. And magically water appeared. She hates the camera.
Outside?
Do you want to go outside? She does have a diaper on because she is not fixed, and a lot of people have their opinions about that, which is fine. I understand. We're looking to get her fixed finally. It's just, it costs a lot, and yeah, we've just been unable to afford it because she's had issues in the past, and now we are saving up to get her fixed. Because as dogs do get older, it is just detrimental to their health if they're not fixed. Right, bub? She has a self-portrait. The beautiful Macy self-portrait. It's really windy. We just are getting back up from the walk, and it's colder than I want it to be, so I need a scarf and my ears are so cold. Have my lunch. My boyfriend packed it for me. Today is chicken thighs with a mix of greens, leafy greens, and to top it off, there's this Trader Joe's peanut sauce. So good, so good. So really, chicken thighs are like the only chicken I'll eat if we're making it, because chicken breasts are just, I don't like it. The trick is I need to figure out how to put this in my backpack without the sauce going everywhere. You know, the trick was taking out my laptop. I had it in my backpack because I was hoping I had time at work to work on a poster for the salon. The owner has me doing visuals for the sidewalk displays. So far, people have loved my designs, which is awesome because I have no design history. My sister is, I think she graduated with graphic design or something similar, so I've only seen like her work and asked her questions about things for posters. But yeah, that's been great. But I can't do work without my laptop, and today it's gonna stay home, so oh well. Now, which scarf? Brown or patchy colorful? Honestly, this one's gonna be more warm, so I'm gonna go with this one. People will think it's winter. It's like, no, Syrena's just cold. Yeah, I'm not going to school, I'm going to work. Are backpacks still like a thing in schools? Because I remember when I was in school, all the girls at least wanted like shoulder bags and stuff to carry their books. But then it just bothered your shoulder, at least one side. And when you have a backpack, I mean, if it's gonna bother your shoulders, might as well be both, right? And they'd be evenly fucked up. But yeah, that also messes up your freaking posture, right? Because look at, I'm getting so distracted. I need to leave Like, I try so, like... Okay, we're gonna go to work now. I work a little later in the day, so I'll be getting out really late. And yeah, I guess we'll catch up on the day. I'm currently driving right now, but I'm gonna be playing just random, maybe scenery to my voice, because I want to obviously focus on the road and not look at the camera. But what I wanted to say is, I just like the thought process for me when making this video. Like I said earlier, it's not my typical type of video on this channel, but I came across a YouTube video by Colin and Samir. I love their channel. They help YouTube creators, and just thinking about YouTube as a career, as a hobby. They just talk about it and the future, what it looks like, and they came out with a recent video talking about just that, the future of YouTube.
We are going to talk about 3 actual things that we learned over the past 3 weeks from being both at YouTube as well as Meta, and how those inform what we think YouTube could look like in 2050. Made on YouTube is the event where YouTube announces all their newest features. They bring a bunch of creators together in a room, and we get to hear from the CEO, Neil Mohan, firsthand about the priorities of YouTube and where they are headed.
Sitting there in the seats, the one thing that struck me the most was cinematic channel pages and episodic view. So this is the way that YouTube shows up on your TV screen. They are now formatting it for big screen so that it looks very similar to Netflix.
It's all very exciting because obviously technology it's booming. Like, everything's going so fast. AI is in a lot of videos in different ways. Thumbnails, voiceover. There are a bunch of scams going on utilizing AI. So there's a lot to be expected by AI and its impact on YouTube in the near future. Very near future.
It's going to push the culture of how YouTube content is created. Our good friend and member of the Content Closet, Tejas Halor, just made a series about attractiveness, the science of attractiveness. And he spent 6 months on this series.
The trailer that he dropped, which he even dropped a trailer, which is like not really that YouTube. You would assume you'd drop a trailer maybe on Instagram or X or something like that. He drops a trailer. The thumbnail intentionally looks like Netflix.
Yeah.
Right? And it's playing out episode to episode. On his channel banner right now, it says episode 2 loading.
Right.
Right? And it feels like something that could be on a streamer.
YouTube also announced a lot of AI stuff, right? AI getting integrated into your workflow, AI getting integrated into dubbing, right? Like, so that basically AI will automatically dub your content into other languages.
But what I think dubbing shows us is a glimpse into the maybe more distant future where, yes, you have like an AI version of your voice that you can use as a creator, as a tool, but we're also going to have AI video versions of ourselves that I think we can use as tools. So when we went to Meta Connect, which is Meta's basically version of like Made on YouTube, where they announced a lot of their new features, Zuck was on stage with a creator named Don Allen. He is essentially FaceTiming the AI video version of him. And Zuck is having a conversation with the AI avatar version of Don Allen.
So, Colin and Samir were talking about how YouTube is looking forward into this next year and the tools they're going to have for creators, and really trying to utilize AI for creators and make it easier for them. And I just, on one side, got excited because it's cool. I mean, who doesn't love new tech, right? But then at the same time, they were talking about the YouTube algorithm going towards more of a Netflix type of feel.
Kaniger Dion, who we had on the show, said that, you know, on Netflix, you'll get served a thumbnail for a show that's right for you. So like if you're into romantic comedies, there may be an action movie that also has a subplot that's kind of like a romantic comedy, but you like action, so it'll show you the version of the thumbnail that's good for action, right? I think that will most likely come to YouTube. AI-generated thumbnails that are tailored to what you like to watch.
Yeah, I think the whole theme is like, how can this get increasingly more personalized to the viewer?
That's when I was just so kind of annoyed with that, because I don't want that. I don't want that type of experience on YouTube, because I don't like my experience on Netflix. I think it's good in some ways because it does recommend shows that I definitely want to watch, but most of the time it doesn't give me anything new, and it gets boring, because sometimes I will watch something on Netflix, enjoy it, and then it'll recommend I watch 10 more shows similar, and that's all it will recommend. It's so limiting. And maybe I'll watch one or two, most likely not. I have to scroll past it so many times to be like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And a lot of the time as well, I'll go to a friend's house, or I'll be watching Netflix at my sister's, and they have a totally different Netflix homepage, and what they're being recommended is totally different, and a lot of the time I enjoy watching what is recommended to them. I'm always so surprised, like, what's this? We haven't seen this on our Netflix. Like, why are you being recommended? How'd you get here? What'd you watch? And then it becomes like a backtrack type of thing where I'm trying to figure out what they're watching so that I can get recommended those types of things. And again, it doesn't help me venture out of the shows or movies that I tend to gravitate towards. But even those get boring. So I don't want my YouTube feed to be similar to Netflix, or the algorithm to be similar to Netflix. A lot of comments that I've read say the same thing, that what they do instead of scrolling through their home feed on YouTube, they go to who they're following. I forget what that is. But they go to who they're following instead and see what people have uploaded. And I don't know about you, but I've done the same thing. I'm scrolling and scrolling. Maybe I'll watch one or two YouTube videos that are being recommended, but then I'm like, oh, all these are trash. I don't care about this. And then I'm like, okay, who's posted? Because I haven't seen that in my feed. And then I'll watch a lot more videos there from the creators that I'm actually following, which is good, but I'm not being recommended them, and I want to watch them.
And that's where I think Hype, their new like leaderboard for smaller creators between, I think, 50,000 and 500,000 subscribers comes in, where you can ask your audience to hype you, or other creators can encourage people to hype a smaller creator, and they'll show up on a leaderboard. And I think that exists because it is harder for smaller creators who are making things that aren't necessarily like algorithmically valuable right away to stand out.
The first of all, with Hype, like, I think it's a great idea. I think everyone wants it. I think it's a short-term solution. There has to be a mechanism to discover brand new creators. Because if not, as we look in the future of YouTube, it's going to get like a platform that had a relatively low barrier to entry when it first started. The barrier to entry is increasing. If you have to make TV quality style content that has multi-episodic and is able to be binged, if that's like the gold standard of YouTube, how does a new creator break through?
that's why I'm making this video, because I don't want to get trapped in that, where it's just looking forward to what AI and technology can do for me as a YouTube creator. I enjoy putting out videos because I enjoy it. It's fun to make, and I don't want to lose sight of that, and I want to make videos that I'm actually excited about instead of scrolling, asking AI, hey, give me 10 video ideas for this, or look at my channel and give me a whole list of video ideas.
Spotter Studio is an AI-powered brainstorm partner specifically designed for YouTube creators. Now, if you're a YouTube creator, I can't emphasize this enough. You should definitely try this out. It helps you brainstorm new ideas for your channel based on your top performing videos, as well as the top performing videos on YouTube.
Sometimes that's good, but I don't want to depend on that. And I want to still come across as me on my channel. Not just because maybe you want to watch this type of video from me, or because a certain type of video gets a certain amount of views. I don't want to get trapped in that, because then it just doesn't become fun. Like, if you guys like a certain type of video, you know, it takes me a long time to actually go back and record something like that, because maybe it's not necessarily my favorite, and I want to be in a good headspace to put together a video like that for you so it's the most enjoyable. I hope that all makes sense. I'm exhausted. It is 8:30. I got home a little early, which is great. Right now my boyfriend is on his way home from his job, and we need to have dinner. And either we're gonna have orange chicken, which we get frozen. We get frozen from Trader Joe's. This is our favorite. It comes with 2 packets of sauce, but I honestly think you only need to warm up 1 packet. It's enough. So we might have this, or we have carnitas, and we may have tacos. Those will be good as well. Both are pretty quick to make, so that's what we're looking for. A quick meal. Usually you have dinner, if you get home around 5:36, usually you eat, and eating just so late can disrupt your sleep. And yeah, sometimes my boyfriend, he's really tired, and right after we have dinner, I want to take like an hour and a half to digest, so that I can not wake up during the middle of the night all warm and hot and uncomfortable because my digestion's still happening. That's what happens when you digest food. Your body just creates heat. And my boyfriend will be tired like 15 minutes after we eat dinner. And I'm like, dude, I'm like still digesting. Can we wait? Nope. We go to bed. And I don't like, honestly, I don't like going to bed on my own. It's just, it's more fun. Maybe it's like a partner thing. Maybe it's a me thing. But I'd rather go to bed together than separate. So I end up going to bed, and yeah. But he's home. Okay, bye.
Because it was a very nicely written note.
Yeah.
And then I saw the drippies, and I'm like, I think that they tampered with the food.
So I kind of thought the opposite, where
my brain originally went there, but then I'm like, I think it was.
So this is what I thought. I read obviously the note, and like thanking them for the review, and then I didn't even associate that with the drips that I saw. I thought they were two separate. But what I thought happened.
The drips came from that.
But what I thought happened was the driver gave them the food, and then after they got a good review, and so they decided they had like maybe something in their car to write on, and they wrote saying, "Thank you for the review, God bless," whatever they put. That's, and then put it there.
I think God blesses shows that as a negative twist.
Oh really? I still don't even see
like,
that as negative.
I think so, because it's like a you got what was coming to you. God did this.
You
basically.
really put some drama into this.
I thought about it a lot in the elevator for 10 seconds. But that's where I think I'm right.
I don't know. We need to watch the tapes.
Yeah.
We need to see what happened.
Because I could see it going both ways, but I think I originally went there, and then I was like, I'm gonna look a little deeper into this, and that's how I arrived at. Because the wording is like too. It's like too good. It's like petty.
Do you think it's passive aggressive?
It is 100%. That's what it's like. No one would write it that way if they're honest. They'd be like, appreciate the review. I hope you enjoy your food. They're like, they wrote it nice.
Huh.
Because they started with, I hope you enjoy your food. Where it's like very much like, I think if they're actually very thankful for the review, they would have said, thank you so much for the review, or whatever. It said, hope you enjoy the food from your driver, your delivery driver. Thank you for the review. God blesses. So
I still don't see. I can see it as a negative, but I don't think so.
Yeah. I think so. Now we got dessert.
So I just finished eating the tacos. That's what we had for dinner. Now it's my turn to clean up. My boyfriend took Macy, our dog, on her evening walk. So while she does that, I have to clean up. So this is what we're working with. We got, and yes, these are the same clothes I wore at the beginning of the video because they are my comfy clothes. We have the beans that we used. We do the refried beans from Trader Joe's. We get the salsas from the Joe's. I prefer this one, but my boyfriend likes that one. And then we just have the leftover carnitas. So I have to put those away, make it all nice and clean. But that's what I'm gonna be doing after I end this video. And I'm gonna wash my face after that, sit on the couch, watch a show with my boyfriend, and then go to bed. And then wake up and do this all over again. This is a typical day. This is a typical day. All right, good night.